Welcome back to another vlog. Let's get our lives back in order and back in check because I'm feeling so freaking excited. It is the first day of class. I'm back from vacation. There's so much to catch up on. So let's get into it. Before I left for my trip, I reorganized my room. I've been so excited to show you guys this. I think it looks 20,000 times better. I put my bed at an angle. Doesn't that look so cool? So here's my little refiguration. I know that I learned in online school that you're supposed to put your bed the furthest away from the entrance point for your room to look the biggest. But something about this, guys, even though it makes my room look smaller, it looks so much cozier to me. So I put catastrophe behind my bed because my plan, and here's actually the funny story about how all of this happened. The reason this all happened is because the morning that I was leaving for my trip, I used to have two of these bookshelves, okay? This one has two little prongs underneath and that other one had one. And all my books were balancing on the one. And I woke up to a thud. What was that? Oh, my bookshelf fell. All my books crashing down. I'm so grateful it didn't like fall on my head or something. And so I had to take the shelf down. I had to repaint that wall and I had to figure something out because now we only have one shelf. So I was kind of forced to reconfigure, but butterfly effect, everything happens for a reason. I'm so obsessed with this. I've been reading a lot. We have so much to get into, guys. Hey, welcome to the vlog. Are you overstimulated yet? Are we like 3 minutes in? Yep. So I put catastrophe behind here because I think I'm also gonna put a lamp behind here so that I can read in my bed before bed because I've been doing that and I only have this like overhead light really and it's not super bright, especially at nighttime to read. So I'm so excited to get a lamp to put behind my bed. But I love the way that looks. I love the angle. I have my like rug underneath it like an angle. I put my plant in the corner. And then I have my little side table, my laundry, my trash. I have a little fan, little nightstand that I reorganized. I went through all my jewelry. And then I moved my book stuff under here. The rest of my books. I'll show you guys that when I fill that up. My sister got me that for Christmas. I'm so excited about that. But then it looks so cute and nice. And I have my affirmation that I read to myself every single morning. I got it off ChatGPT after I'd like filled out this survey. I am strong, confident, and worthy of all of the success that comes my way. I embrace my vulnerability and my power, knowing I am constantly growing, learning, and evolving. I am capable of achieving everything I set my mind to, and I do so with grace, compassion, and unwavering dedication. I am a unique and valuable creator deserving of love, support, and recognition. I read that out loud to myself first thing every single morning. And no, I'm not kidding. And this is my year. My trip was so much fun, but I am so excited to get back into the routine that I've created because I love it. I love it. I love both things that can coexist, but man, am I excited to get into it. It's my first day of classes, technically yesterday, but I was flying home yesterday, so it started today. I didn't look at any school yesterday. I have my 3 planners here. So my first one is just my general journal that we're going to crack into first. So just going to brain dump my thoughts for the day, how I slept. I've been sleeping so well. I've been feeling so rested and amazing. This is a planner my dad got me. The brand is, I think it's called Clever Fox, I want to say. It's the one that I use for my workouts as well. I have like a purple one, my little purple booklet that I carry at the gym. And this one has a little bit more specific things. Like there's weekly reviews, what were the biggest wins, what tasks were not accomplished and why. You can set weekly themes and things like that. I also really like at the beginning of the week that you can do like a life balance to-do list because, oh, I need that. Balance is subjective, but I gotta make sure that I'm very intentional about setting it or else the Capricorn of me will just go unhinged. It kind of breaks things down into like health and fitness, personal development, family, friends, relationships, spiritual, love that. What are this week's priorities? What is this week's main goal? It gives a little tab that says reward if achieved. Oh, and then it gives like habits and skills, kind of similar to what I do with my clients, where you can build habits to make sure that you're doing those consistently every single day. You can schedule your day and then a work to-do list and a personal to-do list. I like how it's separate. So I usually fill that out the night before. I already filled out today's last night. And this planner is one that my bestie got me, Annabelle, my personalized papier planner. A little bit more general. So I fill this out the day of with what I've dumped here of what actually matters. And that's so important to me. I will make to-do lists with just, my intention is pure, but just to like random things. They don't need to be done today. They don't. But before bed especially, sometimes I start to get in that spiral. If you're an overthinker like me, I really recommend journaling a to-do list the night before and then revisiting that in another one or just making another one the next morning. Because then I look at what I dumped. I look at my dump. We give ourselves a little colonoscopy in the morning. Actually translate it into what makes sense and what is genuinely needed of me today. And more than half the time, I knock half the shit off of there. And they're things that either take 2 seconds or just are not relevant for today. And especially starting classes today, I know a lot of the shit that I jotted down I don't need to be doing that. My trip itself was an absolute blast. I went to visit my friends down south. It was something about going from palm trees back up to snow. It was a little bit of a body shock. It was my version of doing a deep plunge or a polar plunge. I was feeling a little bit anxious that I was not timing it. The day that I got back, I knew I started school and I knew that I would feel overwhelmed, but I felt not oddly, because I guess that puts it in a weird spot. I felt very capable of making change in a season of overwhelm, and I did. And I got back, and yes, yesterday was crazy. I got back from my flight and I went straight into therapy, straight into client calls to the gym, and then I had other calls in the evening, and then I started school and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that tomorrow. And yeah, maybe I didn't prioritize in the best way ever, but I did fine and I feel so good and excited and refreshed, and I got the best sleep ever last night. My favorite part of the trip, we did so many things together. Me and my best friend Maddie and Annabelle, we made pizzas. Maddie and I went to a Pilates class, but that was outside. We went to a yoga class that was outside. So fun. Loved that. One of you guys, the highlight of my day, literally, Abby, if you're watching, I love you so much. She recognized me. I'll put a picture. And that was to think that, like, it was like, Haley. First of all, I'm not gonna speak negatively about myself, but it was an early morning and I didn't prepare for recognition, but it doesn't matter. The fact that you guys, that's one thing to plan for. I always wear big t-shirts and my hair in a bun and whatever, so that makes it easy for me to be recognized, because that's how I wear PJs everywhere. So that was so heartwarming. She was so sweet, and to hear that, you know, she came from a similar spot to me, and it was such a weird, like, small world moment. That was such a joy. That was such a delight of my days, as feeling that impact, and I felt so surrounded by love. My friends are such beautiful, amazing people. We all are so similar in the goals that we have, and we went on tons of walks. We looked around, we watched the sunset at this beautiful beach. It was just so amazing, and I feel so excited I'm speaking about it like it's a business email. I'm so excited to continue that. But I really am so grateful for my friends, and I think it's really important, even if it's just for a few days, a long weekend, if you can, if it makes sense with your schedule, to give yourself some time to really absorb. And yes, I worked ahead of time and planned and prepped content for when I would be away, and that's one thing, but I was rarely on my phone unless I was, you know, posting or responding or whatever. And I just felt so present and loved, and it just makes me, my cup is full. I got a full ass cup right now, okay? Watch out. Going back from that today, so much has changed. Just getting back into routine. I start my health theory and my nutrition class today. I was kind of looking at the syllabus a little bit last night. I was trying not to because I knew that I wasn't really going to get into it. I'm going to go in with this Rare Beauty, by the way. Love it. I just put a little bit. That's all that I'm doing face-wise. It makes you so glowy. When I just start going through syllabi, and I'm not actually doing anything, I get very overwhelmed because you're just looking. So then you just see all the dates and you're not actually doing anything about the dates. So I didn't really look that much, but it looks like a very interesting class, both of them. I started my new split yesterday, so I'll go more into detail about that. It's pretty similar to what I've been doing. There's just some little tweaks and adjustments that, even just to have a little bit of different direction versus something that is just me, I just feel so focused. I feel so excited. We're gonna go downstairs. I'm so excited. My Legion package came in before I left for my trip, and so I'm so grateful and excited to show you guys what I got, because I think I remember one of the specific things. I love this ring because it makes me think of self-love. My mom got it for me for Christmas. I don't know if she actually like meant it to be like that, but it's two hands hugging each other, and sometimes I'll just hug myself and it feels good, and you can do that. So cheers. I just came back in here to get my phone and my gong, but like, you cannot tell me that it's not ambient. I am so excited. I'm so grateful, guys. Are you ready for this? OMG. I got not one, I got two of the Elevate because I was completely out and I use this stuff. Usually I put it in my coffee in the mornings. I've been playing around with my caffeine intake right off the bat in the mornings. Like, if I make coffee, it will be after I finish breakfast and once I go upstairs, to also just to have a little warm drink to sip on and feel studious. But I think with my anxiety, I notice if I just start off right with a black coffee or right with, I don't know, I don't really feel the best. So I've been making a little hot chocolate before bed. So when I journal my to-do lists or my checklists the night before, I'll either sip on chamomile tea or I'll sip on hot chocolate with just some almond milk, heat it up with this Elevate, and it is so good. It is so good. It's so good. That's the only words that I have. So I got two tubs, guys. We're reaching wieiad levels of obsession here. I love it so much. In scope of sleep, I got their lunar sleep aid. I've tried these before. They're also the equivalent of like a Flintstone gummy to me. They're just yummy, but they do have, I think they have magnesium, or no, they have melatonin, GABA, L-theanine, glycine in them as well. And I just get really good really weird dreams with these. I don't know, they do make me sleep really well, and I've been really focusing on my sleep, so I thought I would try try them out again, and I just love having a little mixed berry moment. I take magnesium before I go to bed anyways, but mixing it with the sleep aid is really, really nice. The only thing about this is the serving is 4 tablets, which is kind of annoying whenever supplements are, first of all, just keep in mind with all of this, guys, these are just supplementations. You don't need any of this. I always fucking need to preface that. These are just fun additions. I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm just sharing what I like. But whenever they say like, oh, a serving size is 8 things, why? Just put it in one big old thing. You know what I'm saying? But I like the tabs because they taste really yummy. So cheers to that. So excited for this. That was the fire alarm. Actually, someone changed the battery. I got the s'mores. I don't even know what it would be best in. I feel like oatmeal would be so freaking good. And we can try to figure out, I can make a creamy with this, and like, I can make it creamy and then eat it with graham crackers. I think that might be what I'm gonna do. I got another stim free of the blue raspberry. I haven't tried blue raspberry yet. What is a blue raspberry? That's not a real fruit. I don't know why that has such a distinct flavor, but I want to try all the flavors, so I tried that one, and then I got another creatine in the watermelon. It's my favorite flavor. That's how I take my creatine, is the post-workout, because it has some other things in there as well for recovery and growth, and especially with my goals right now, I really want to be optimizing as much of this growing season as I can. So those are what I got this month. I'm so grateful. You guys can use code Haley if you want to. I probably will have this in my coffee because tonight I'm going to Nick's later, so I won't have my hot cocoa at his place. But just know that if I was home, I would be doing that. First meal of the day, we're getting into some avocado toast. I have 2 eggs with some whites, and then I have some spinach and peppers as well, because one of these peppers was going bad in the fridge. Look at that, it looks so good. It looks better when I flip the camera, hold on. So we have a whole avocado with some whole wheat bread, and look at that, that looks so delish. I'm so excited about that. I've been feeling really good nutrition-wise, really taking my growing season very seriously. That's just something that, yes, stage is a goal of mine, and the sooner that I can get there requires me to really capitalize off of growing. Because where I'm at right now, I want to bring something that I'm really proud of, and while I absolutely am proud of myself right now and all the hard work that's gone into my physique, whatever, I just want to bring some more size. So we're bringing some more size. This is my little breakfast moment. So easy, so good. I'm gonna munch on this, and we'll go upstairs and start our homework. This lighting is atrocious, but that's my first meal of the day. Getting a solid amount of fat in my breakfast really makes me feel really good. And also because probably the meal before the gym will be my pre-workout meal. I'm trying to get a good amount of fat in now so that helps me further down the line, period. Been a few hours. It is almost 11 o'clock now. So we have been joined with, I just had my coffee with the Elevate from Legion, the lion's mane mushroom. I finished off a lot of my, you know how teachers do like the module 0 and then you go through kind of the annoying steps. I've gotten through that, and I've been just snacking on some fruit. I think beets are a vegetable, I believe. I don't know, I'm in a beets era. So I got strawberries, blackberries, and I've been snacking on some beets. Guys, they're so good. They fit the criteria aesthetically. They made sense to me, okay? I'm gonna send my onboarding emails for this evening right now as well, work on some budgeting things too, and get our client stuff organized. I feel so much better about my classes, guys. I swear, it's a mental thing. My health theory class is so interesting, learning about all the different socio-ecological theories and models and how they integrate, and finding practices and strategies to help you overcome. It's just so interesting. And sometimes when you're looking at 25 modules and you get overwhelmed, but then once you actually open it, you realize, oh, I can do this. I know what this is talking about. You are stronger and smarter than you think you are. I'm already on number 2. I just filled this back up, and it's 11 o'clock. So yeah, drink your damn water. I'm just a sipper. We know this, and that's that. I feel really good and guided. I've been really rocking it with the pigtails recently, but I wanted to braid them, and I'm kind of giving like a winter vibe is my plan. So I have the gray dynamic zip up with the dynamic gray, I was gonna say hoodie, sports bra, and these are the impact shorts in Lunar Rock. It's just, I feel like a winter wonderland. So cute. So we're gonna hit a fire push day today. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be doing push and cardio today. We're making a little pre-workout moment. So I do need a little bit more protein for the, that went in the water, and I know you saw that. Just, I was gonna put peanut butter on the price cakes, but because I'm gonna be eating this pretty much on the way to the gym, I don't want to have too much fat to slow my digestion down, because we want access to all this yummy stuff, okay? So sometimes yogurt does make me a little bit, I feel kind of watery. I don't know what that means. You also just cannot see what is happening right now, but just take my word for it. Wegmans Greek yogurt. Take a little bit of that. We're gonna sweeten that up. I'm gonna add a little bit of the pistachio. I can't think of thoughts. Butterscotch, I was gonna say pistachio. Not a ton, just a little bit. This is what we're working with. This is our base. You can't see our base, but just trust me. This particular push day, because it's a little bit different in regard to the cardio, so I'm adding salt and shut up. I never even thought about this, guys. The last time that I did my 30 minutes of level 15 was the last time. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that. I didn't even have that to absorb. And I'm a little bit emo about it. But listen, things change for a reason, and I'm grateful and excited for this new chapter. So obviously with my goals to grow right now, heart health still means a bunch to me, and it's something that I want to maintain in my, I was gonna say endorphins, my endurance gotten so much better through doing cardio regularly. However, especially with, you know, wanting to really put on some mass, it's not like what I really want to center a lot of my expenditure around is cardio. Now it's still great and it's still super, super important, but it's just something that I'm going to be reducing a little bit. So right now my cardio looks like 3 20-minute sessions of just incline walking, very low, LISS, if you will. My heart rate around like 150-ish is the range there. So like about an incline walk is kind of what I'm going for with that. 3 times a week, and then that's literally my cardio outside of just steps daily, which I already get about 10,000 steps a day. I don't really track my steps or anything like that. I might eat some of this on the side because I'm just a yogurt girl and y'all knew that. So that's all the cardio that we're gonna be doing, and it's gonna feel so weird. I mean, honestly, a little more excited. I have a faster, if you will, gym session versus ending with 30 minutes. I know it's only a 10-minute difference. I already have it written down in my booklet. Some press, some flies, some shoulder work, and then some deficit push-ups for my triceps. So fun and fresh. I'm gonna top this with a banana. Which one's looking worse, team? Which one's looking worse? Because this one's worse from the front, but this one's worse from, I think I'm gonna go with this one. We have empathy around here, okay? Quick at digesting carbs, very protein and carb focused for pre-workout, which is super important for utilizing all that we get to fuel ourselves with. Yes! So I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon down first because I don't like the banana just straight on the yogurt. I feel like that looks kind of weird because it's the same color. I need contrast, you know what I'm saying? So this went through the dishwasher. I think, allegedly, I don't really know. We're gonna save the butts, cause period. I'm so curious, guys, with the whole TikTok ban thing. I'm like half believing it and half not, and it's coming up. It's the 19th is when people are saying it's gonna be put into effect. And that makes me so sad because I feel like I really built up something I was really proud of there, and I know that it integrates into other platforms that I'm incredibly grateful for as well. But I don't wanna go, everyone's like, oh, go to this app. No. Like, I feel like it's such a drag to completely start from scratch, and I guess everybody had that mindset when Vine ended and then everybody went to TikTok, and then that was its own beautiful thing. So maybe I should not have that perspective. I don't really know. Let me know what you guys are doing with that. I have no idea, and I don't want to think about it, but it has been all over everywhere because, I mean, it's very valid. I don't know why. That's a whole hot mess in and of itself. We're gonna focus on what we can control, and that is our pre-workout carb, making our little banana flour and having a great push day. I'm so excited. And I'm thinking for pre-workout for real, I wanna try out the blue raspberry that I got this morning, but I also kind of want caffeine because it's a little bit earlier than I usually would lift. Where to scoop out? Okay, I have banana on my fingers, so it's sticking. Oh, we're digging. You're gonna fist your tub and get it all over. No, yeah, see Winter Wonderland for the flav. And then I do wanna add some caffeine because it's early. And just shut up and just, you're gonna make a claymation film with your one hand. A little bit of lemon lime because it has, guys, stop. Like half a scoop of that, just for the flavor. But the rest of the yogurt kind of on the side, just some pistachio. Why do I keep wanting to say pistachio, guys? Butterscotch Jello mix. So good, get some quick protein up in there. My 2 rice cakes with banana and salt. So yummy, and we're gonna eat this up. I'm feeling real good and focused and excited and pretty. And that's the only elixir you need, and you always have it. Did you think I forgot about you? Come on, Bessie. I thought it would be fun to alternate in between just raw footage, okay, and then with a voiceover, because I used to do more of just the raw edits because I think it's kind of fun and grungy, and I think it is important to kind of, I don't want to say to hear it, but it can be helpful because I didn't get an idea of what training intensity was, and sometimes hearing breath work and stuff like that is helpful. I don't really know. Let me know what you guys think, but I think alternating is fun. So I did some dumbbell presses, and these were my flies. I like the pec deck. I also like dumbbell chest flies as well, like an incline. You get a real good stretch here, and then I really braced my core with this to help me get the movement up, but I didn't. Or I did, maybe. I'm rewatching this. Did I do it? Come on, girl. Come on. You got it. Brace that core. Yeah. So those those were my shoulder presses, and then moving on to some other shoulder work. I swear this angle, I need to get a tripod for real, because coming from this downward angle, it always just kind of looks silly. And I'm also noticing I'm using, these are my last sets, by the way. I'm using a shitload of momentum, which is fine, but just know that my other sets did not look like that much swinging, because you want your shoulder to be doing as much of the motion as you can. And I supersetted my lateral raises with frontal raises. So you can see some of that swinging effect. I would try to brace my core and prevent that, and that's kind of what that ended up looking like. Yeah.
We're gonna do some deficit push-ups. 3 sets. 3 sets of that.
So I just do body weight.
I got 10. Pre-inclined walk pump check. My shoulders felt a little weak for a little bit, and so I, without the goals of, you know, wanting, of course, to go that for bikini, I was training them, but just not with the intensity that I recently have been. And I don't know if it's just the pump, but I literally feel like I'm inflamed, like in a good, like pumped up. I can really see that roundness. We're round. Guys, we're round. Goal of 2025, round. I'm excited to do some incline walking. I'm trying to reach about 125 to 135 BPM for my heart rate, so I don't know what that will be quite yet. I'm assuming maybe a faster walk, maybe incline 10. We'll play around with that and see what, I'm not focused, why? So sorry. I'm gonna play around with that and see how that goes and just edit on my phone, and then that's that. But yay. All right, accountability check. This was perfectly, gradient 9 was the perfect little heart rate moment. We are home and just having our creatines. This is the watermelon. It's such a cute little pink drink. I drink half of it just because it's Barbie. My Barbie juice. I have a little bit of time and the sun is starting to set, and I really wanted to walk Bentley. I haven't walked him in a long time. I've been just kind of sitting at my desk all day, so I might take a short lap around the neighborhood just to get him some steps in because he needs them, and I've been gone for the past week, really. I think I might try to do that. It's hard for me to film when I walk him because he tugs and drags me. I will try my best. It's 30 degrees right now, so I'll put a coat on, and I'm thinking maybe I can like put you guys as a little Polly Pocket. The good news is we get a little 15-minute moment. The bad news, I don't know if it's just I just still have Tampa brain. I didn't realize half of the path we usually take was covered in snow. So we just trudged through iceberg to get onto the main road, but we're just taking the shortest little path here. He like, does anybody else's dog? We have the harness obviously so he doesn't choke himself, but he just pulls. That's how you know it's gonna be brisk, bitch. We're brisk because we're sprinting. Okay, there's a school bus. Bentley is literally pulling me down the hill. I hope I don't slip, guys. Oh my God, Bentley, stop. It's such a weird thing to pass a school bus and think about how right now, this is when I would typically be getting out of school. I'm trying to keep the camera as steady as I can, Bentley. My hands are already numb, but we're going on a little 15-minute moment, get him some movement, and then we're gonna go back. I put my sweet potato in the microwave before I came out here, so it'll be done when I get back. And that, my friends, is multitasking. Okay, our for real post-workout, I'm gonna need y'all to hear me out. I have some sweet potato with peanut butter. We're trying it again. I have some broccoli and then some pork chop that was left over. I don't know if that just cut out or not. I've tried sweet potato with peanut butter before and I wasn't a huge fan, but I want to retry it, and I'm trying to get my fats not in focus. But I'm trying to give it another shot. So I still like them separate, but it's really good and it's easy and it's quick, and I'm gonna eat this up and then I have calls for the next 3 hours. So super excited about that. That's a little post-workout meal. We got our protein, carb, fat with some fiber in there, and that's it. I finished up my client calls for the evening. I took a shower, thank God, and I used a bunch of like pistachio scrubs, and then I'm using the Sol de Janeiro. I think this, I haven't really smelled their other ones, but this is the one. It just smells like pistachio. It's been on my mind, and this is what I'm smelling like right now. If you're curious, if you're a freak. One of you guys tagged me in your Chipotle bowls, and I've been just thinking about Chipotle, so I texted him. I'm like, I hope you know that we're getting Chipotle. I need it now. I haven't had a bowl in way before my trip, probably like 2 weeks. So in the meantime, because we're leaving in about 10 minutes, I'm having 2 apples because I'm hungry now. And I don't usually film when I'm with Nick. I'm not gonna bring my camera. So I guess this is kind of the outro. I had laundry that I was going to fold. It's still wet. So I will be doing that when I get back home in the morning. So we have our apples, or 2 apples a day. I've been planning out my day. I just got off the phone with my mom. I'm really proud of myself for all that I got done today. I was nervous and hesitant about school just because it's one of those things that it feels so much worse in your head. But I feel like I got a really solid amount completed, and I feel very liberated buy that. Also, this is just a side note. Do you throw your cores out the window? I don't think that's, I was taught that that's like composting. Like it's something I would never ever litter ever. And if you litter, you're gross and you're the scum on my shoe. I was taught that you can do that because like the deer will eat it, you know, but then I also think about how apple seeds are poisonous. So if you're leaving the core, would that harm other animals? I promise I'll keep them in my car and just let them shrivel up and then I'll just throw them out tomorrow. But I'm very curious if there's somebody who has a genuine answer on that. Is that okay to do? Video, I guess, right here of what my bowl ended up looking like. I'm thinking about it. I'm fantasizing. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get double steak and I'm so excited. I haven't had, in one of my classes, one of the things I put for my classes, it was like one of those, you know how you have to do those stupid discussion board, like introduce yourself? You had to put a picture and I put my thumbnail for my Chipotle video. And I was like, fun fact about me is I'm a Chipotle connoisseur. So eat up. And we're about to go eat up. But that was kind of the main gist of what I have. Thanks for watching. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys had a great day. I'm feeling so grateful and driven and excited and ready for what is to come. I feel so good. There's also a bruise. I can see it brewing on there. And probably a dog hair. I'm feeling really grateful. I haven't seen Nick in so freaking long since before my trip. So I'm really excited to go and do that. I'm gonna film. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a great day and I will see you in the next video. Go get big.